Look at this.
Mm.
Look at that.
Hi, guys.
You're hiding over in the corner.
No, it's fine.
There you go.
It's fine. I haven't been here in a while.
Mm-hmm.
What's up, guys?
Oh.
It's Modern Magic Mondays.
It is.
Nan's ready to go. He's had Dr. Pepper.
I did. I need to wake myself up a little bit after work.
Yeah.
Oh, it's exhausting. Real life. Nobody likes it.
Preach. Preach. What's
So,
up, Mendillion?
Week number 9 is this week.
We have something we need to talk about.
Okay.
All right. Banned and Restricted came out. I don't know if you guys are up on the Banned and Restricted that's going on in the world today.
I forgot that
You
was
forgot?
and I was on Twitter, so I saw the announcement.
Oh, so you already know.
I did.
All right. So for everyone that's aware, everything's fine.
Yeah.
Everything's fine. Modern, it's in a great place. That's what I hear.
Yep. That's
what I hear.
I saw some tweets over the weekend because there was a GP that was Modern.
What's up, Biggs?
Well, there was a couple, right?
Yeah.
And there was like a team event and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And we had our first female winner of a GP.
Oh.
In Australia, there was a Modern team event, and so she was a member of the winning team. So we had our first female winner.
Nice.
Of a GP, which is really cool. And then people were all like, look at how great Modern is because Jace and Bloodbraid aren't crushing it in the top 8s and stuff like that. And everyone's like, no, the cards are really good, but the decks that are winning are these like crazy combo decks that don't care that you're playing Jace or Bloodbraid.
Also true.
Like
Return of the Boggles. What's up, Sinister?
So it's like, I feel like we have this split in Modern of people that know how powerful they are and are like scared of them almost, of like a world that they're legal in Modern.
Yeah.
And then you have the other camp that's like, what are you talking about? Look at the results. They're fine. Everything's fine. Like, I don't know.
I think the moment that everyone forgets about Jason, like once we get out of the newness of like, oh hey Jace, hey Bloodbraid Elf, nice to see you. Yeah. Then things are gonna be better.
Yeah.
But right now, we're just in this weird place where there's people out there that are trying really hard to jam it.
They are.
Everywhere it can go.
Yep. Oh, you're running blue? Put Jason there.
Yeah, put Jace. Run that extra island. It'll be fine.
You're good.
Yeah, it'll be fine. But no, it's a very interesting time. But I think it's good. I think it's definitely good, you know. I think Affinities is jumping up again.
Yeah. Well, that's partly also why Ironwork combo was able to do as well, because of the sideboard stuff for artifacts is more single targeted than it is of like blanket effects. Yeah. Like nobody's really running Stony Silence, so it's like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna do broken stuff with artifacts for a little bit.
Right,
like, you're not gonna stop me. Yeah, okay.
Okay, this is totally cool.
So, yeah, I don't know. It's interesting because it's like a lot of people are worried about those Bloodbraids, the Jaces, and things like that you know can run around. They have to adjust their sideboards to make use for cards that are better in those matchups.
Yeah, and
then you run into like this combo deck like that, and you're like, well, I have a Thoughtseize that can put that in your graveyard that you can just bring back. Yep, okay, that doesn't help. Like, so I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see as people try to find a good spot to be in. What deck works better? Like, do you have to go super quick and ignore what your opponents are doing, or what? So, I don't know. I like Modern. So.
That's all right.
You got to play a new deck.
I did not this week.
Not this week,
but the coming up week.
Yes. Oh, we got to see you on camera again too,
Great.
Man.
Yes, the one time.
So, 4 rounds tonight. I don't remember who's on camera and any of the details for it, but there's 4 rounds, so we're going to hop in and get going with round 1. Yes.
Ooh, quick question.
Long answer.
Since I'm pretty sure I missed it.
Uh-huh.
How, and this is for everyone at home, how did we feel about Brett slamming Siege Rhino down in the second game against Keenan's burn deck?
Last week?
Yeah, was it last week?
It was last week.
It was last week.
Week 8, yeah.
Oh, man.
That was pretty good.
It was pretty good. It felt great. It felt really good.
I think the best was like your way of putting it onto the battlefield like added more to it.
At that point, I knew what was going on.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? Like I was like,
I know what I need to do here.
I see.
Siege Rhino, bam. So, what do you think about Eric being on the Merfolk plan?
It's interesting. I think. So here's the story. I found out the story.
Okay,
all right, ready?
You talked to him about it?
Yeah. So, I just heard about it. He decided to sell his Jace.
Right.
That he got out of Masters 25. And he got an entire blue-green Merfolk deck.
Yeah.
And he's actually doing really well with it. Merfolk is not a deck that you need to take lightly. No,
it's strong, and I think it's like with our meta where there are more people that are like running around with blue card, like, hey, I'm gonna play Jace, or I'm gonna play Grixis Death Shadow,
right.
Or I'm gonna try these different variants of different decks. I'm gonna play Storm, right? I'm gonna play these particular cards that you're just like, well, I'm just gonna island walk over and come at you, right? Oh, Max is in chat saying, I made this!
Yo, Max, what's up, dude?
So, Robert kind of rotates around between a couple decks as well. He plays, like, red stuff, like Burn, and like, prison-based, like, moon-based decks. We also see him on things like Tron Eldrazi. Eric was our, like, resident Boggle player. He has since moved over to the fish side of things, So he's trying out both, like, creature-oriented decks. One's more that go wide strategy, the other one's more Pierce, but he does like, going for that sort of creature route of things. So it's going to be interesting to see. Robert doesn't have to go as wide. He can kind of value you down early on with powerful threats like Thought-Knot Seer, right? Strip cards away. Here's a 4/4. It's pretty scary. It takes you a little bit to get to a 4/4. But he's got those big finishing turns where he has a lot of power on the board, where it's like, here's 2 Reality Smashers coming at you for 10, right? And just that few couple chip shots with like a 4/4 or a 3/2 early on can do a lot. But he's quick to ship that away. So it looks like Eric is kind of looking to see. Now, Eric's kind of, had some difficulties with his deck as well. Like last week, we saw him have to mold a 5 and like really just kind of, battling out against Jace. And Jace got to ultimate on camera for the first time.
Oh.
So that was exciting to see.
That does sound exciting.
Not exciting for Eric when he was in the position of going, I want to play this. No? Okay. And you're going to Fate Seal, make sure I can't draw any lands. Oh, and now you're going to make sure that I draw only lands? Yeah. This is week number 9. So week 9 is this week. We'll broadcast up week 10, make the official top 8 announcement, get the official date that works best with our players. All that kind of good stuff. I think, we try to give them at least 2 weeks, maybe 3. Depends on how much time and what the availability of the players are, but the more time they have to practice and get prepared will be better. This will also be our first season invitational where it's going to be random pairings. We're going to try that out and see if the players like that better.
Yeah.
Shop is closed in a couple weeks because of Apple Blossom. I'm assuming that's the closure.
Yeah, I think he's Trip's actually going on vacation as well.
Oh, that's great.
So yeah, the week before Apple Blossom, we might have to discuss with the top 8 to figure out what they want to do, because we could push to get the recording done
before then. Next week.
Then,
that's super quick.
Or they can wait.
Wait, no, not next week.
Yeah,
because next week is this week's Apple Blossom.
Yes, the end of the month.
So, wow, that would be 1 week. Yeah, I mean, we could do that if they want to, or they could wait till the 8th. That gives them 3 weeks. We'll talk to the players. I'm just happy to be there. So how's the speed running been? Been playing any more Zelda?
Yeah, I did. Yep, I did that on Saturday. I cut like another hour off.
Oh, that's great. So what does that put you like around that 3, 2?
2.5 now.
Okay.
Yeah, man, watch out. I'm like top 400.
Yeah.
Yeah, top 400. It's officially the 29th through 6th of May.
Okay.
So that's when the shop will be closed. So it's that Sunday to Sunday.
Okay. Good stuff.
Oh yeah, man. Mario's the jam.
Looks like Robert might be at 5 and 3 of them are land. That seems like a pretty good one to be at, really. That is the week of Apple Blossom.
Alright, Eric starting off. He says, Botanical Sanctum into Curse Catcher.
That actually can be pretty relevant if he was playing against just, like a early Ancient Strange or something like that.
Walking Ballista on 1.
That's pretty nice. At least he's got a threat out.
I guess. I don't know. I
mean, you think you mold a 5, and it's like, I need to get a threat out quickly. But, I mean, really it does nothing at the beginning. Alright? And he says, yeah, I'm just going to shoot that.
Mm-hmm. Breeding Pool is going to come down. Eric's going to go to 18.
Looks like he does have some Lords hanging out in his hand. Yep, there's the first one going to get dropped down.
Lord of Atlantis is going to come down. Pass the turn back.
I'm saying the guy should shuffle more.
He's got an Eldrazi Temple. That's 4 mana for that Thought-Knot Seer.
What a draw.
Feels bad.
Nice top deck. Alright, so Murregery.
Pearl Trident. Lord of Atlantis.
That's that card from Rivals of Ixalan that is the enchantment I can never remember the name of, but you get to put a +1 counter on target creature beginning of your combat or pre-combat.
Is that the step?
Yes.
Okay.
And then it flips and you
mm-hmm.
can give a guy +X. There you go, that one.
Madonna's Climb.
So don't forget, we've got our handy dandy card bot. If there's a card that we are talking about that you don't know, that we don't know, you can just simply type in !card, the card name, or get close to it. You don't have to be perfect, and it will list all the cool stats about that card.
I'm not going to lie to you, I did forget about card bot. That's really good.
It's like you haven't been here in like 2 weeks.
Thought-Knot's here. Looks like grabs the Regery.
Yeah, the Regery can get out of control of tapping things down, pushing for damage, things like that. But he says, hey, I like just Spreading Seas. Interesting. So, going for a Tron piece over a temple here.
So, that has one of those future implications that Eric's trying to hold on to. If he can keep Robert off of the Tron plan, things get less out of hands. That I can see why he went for this, but if he is on the Tron Eldrazi deck, which clearly is displayed by the Thought-Knot Seer, it might be more pertinent to I don't know, like. Well, so you're stopping Eldrazi if you hit the temple, but you're stopping potential Karn, Ugin, Ulamog.
I mean, I guess you delay things a turn.
Yeah.
If you go for the temple and say, hey, because if, for example, he had Reality Smasher, he could have played Reality Smasher this turn.
Right.
But if you say, hit that with the Spreading Seas, it delays it an extra turn. He has to have another land. But like you said, it's that future implication. I know how crazy Tron can get. Let me just kind of do this. And actually, let me update our lives here because Eric took 4 off that, goes to 14.
Vial's coming down. Robert down to 18.
Now.
Plays a waste. He's got another power mine in hand.
And I think that's Karn?
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not enough. Here comes the Thought-Knot Seer for 4 more.
Going to 10 isn't that bad. It can be risky with Smashers of potential here. But yeah, he says that's fine. You know what? We're going to race.
Sure. Yeah. No worries. Here comes Master of the Pearl Trident. Gonna pump up the team.
Everyone's pumped up by 1 from the Lord of Atlantis. Everyone else is pumped up 1 more from Master of the Pearl Trident. So come at him for 7 damage here.
He says, can't really do anything. That's got Island Walk. Robert down to 11. This is a close game.
Yeah.
He's got 2 turns before that.
Ooh, that will change the math.
Yep.
Lifelink, Death Touch.
Here's a Basilisk Collar. Let me equip this Basilisk Collar.
That helps.
It does help. Here's swing for 4.
Bring Robert back up to 15.
Here's the thing. Eric has another Lord.
He does.
So that's going to increase. So you're John Madden for the day. It's going to increase the damage that's coming on Robert's side each turn.
Oh, look, he blocks it here.
Interesting.
Keeping himself at 10, but Robert's going to gain 4 anyway and go to 15. But if he hadn't, he vials in Lord. He gets 3 pumps. He can activate Mutavault. Swing in with everything, that would kill him.
Eric's still new with the deck.
That's true.
Probably a line he didn't see.
So gonna play that.
Yep.
I mean, push for damage here, 7 more, but
A+ on the Senna shirt. A+. Vial.
Okay.
Bring in my
here's
other,
one that was just off camera. Don't mind him.
Bring in my other friend. 5, 10. Right?
1, 2, 3. That's 5, 9.
Oh, is Silvergill only 1?
Silvergill is a 2/1,
right.
So he becomes a 5.
5, and
Lord's a 2/2.
Oh yeah, right. I was counting itself.
So he'll get a 6, but again, like having that extra Lord there.
Oh no. Activate targeting Vial.
Exile one of your lords.
One of the blocking ones.
Yeah. This guy.
Oh, dang. Here comes 4.
Take the 4.
Yeah, I think you just take the 4.
Goes to 6. Robert goes to 10.
Alright, we untap. We ignore Karn completely. Let's not even worry about him and just hit Robert.
Now, so Eric's decision to be a little bit more conservative, right? And not, like, he chump blocked that Thought-Knot Seer, like, a couple turns ago, worried maybe that there's a Reality Smasher, right? Maybe that's what he was really worried about, kind of thing, and choosing that line. But this, like here, it's just like he's tapped out. There's nothing he can do. Activate. Look at all this island walk I've got.
Yep.
Right. And that's the power of the deck. And that, like, Merfolk is a strong deck to play. It is not tier 1.
No.
Right? You're not going to see Merfolk sitting there and top 8ing currently. I think that if you're going to go for this sort of heavy creature style of play and want a better chance of being able to top 8 a tournament, the human deck is kind of more powerful, just because of the disruption that it's got.
Okay.
Because there are so many decks that are just like, I'm just going to combo and not care what you're doing. Where Merfolk, really the disruption it's got involves like, hey, here's a Spreading Seas to kind of mess up your mana. That sort of thing. Like, you might be able to kill off some creatures here and there with Dismembers, stuff like that. But sideboard, it does have some counter magic and things that it can bring in. But really, it's a lot more of my game plan is to just beat you down and turn these guys sideways.
Sure.
Robert's side of things, he does, have more removal spells that he could bring in from his sideboard. Like All Is Dust is a good one that he could say, you know what? You're going to lose all your colored permanents. All my stuff is not. So enjoy having nothing, right?
Yeah, it's a really good spell.
It is. Only costs 7. Or 3 Tron pieces. Whichever, floats your boat.
Mm-hmm. I think he also needs to worry about, not being slow, Robert, because Eric's going to come out of the game.
Yeah, he got bad luck with having to mulligan down so low. Like, he started to come back, too. Like, Eric was low in life. Imagine if Robert had a few more cards in his hand to start with.
Yep.
Like, things could have been very different that game. So it looks like trying to find some better choices to bring in, some more hate, things like that. But Sinister talking in chat saying Endbringer plus Basilisk, or or Endbringer / Ballista plus Basilisk Collar would be huge. Okay. So 7 was too slow, 6 was no lands, just sort of didn't work out. 5 kind of fit nicely of what it had.
I think Robert put up a fight in that first game, though.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I don't think that it was ever one-sided.
No, and even that, like, with a Smasher draw instead of like a Karn or something like that, it could have been even a more different of a game too,
sure.
Because he could have been gaining 5 life every turn, and that trample damage from that would have been huge. So,
how do you like Chalice in this matchup?
I like it more on the play, right? Because you can be able to 1 or 2 works out pretty nice. Like, it's better if you can be able to get both down. Like, if you're able to have 2 and like here's 1 on 2 and here's 1 on 1 and really just shut them down completely. But you could sit there and go, all right, I'm gonna play this Chalice on 2. Now you can't cast any of your lords, but you happen to draw a Vial, and now it's like,
oh, that's fair.
You just sneak everything out and you're not casting anything, right?
I think it's always right to just play it on 2, right?
Well, the other thing to think about is, what if he's got Caverns? So he goes Cavern for blue. Oh, you can't counter it. And then you just sit like, well, I've committed this mana into it. So, but yes, 2 is the better play to go if you're playing against a Merfolk, because most of their stuff is going to be on 2 cost. So it's hard. Like, this is a deck that Chalice is powerful, but it is not a game ender, like if you're playing against like Storm or something like that. That's like, something that really needs to be hitting all their cantrips and stuff like that. Now they can't hit their cantrips and things get really slow. Ratchet Bomb is a great one. A lot of people run Ratchet Bomb in their sideboard for Tron Eldrazi. A couple people, depending on what their meta's like at their shops, run it main board. The deck is nice because it's hateful and powerful. Alright. Players getting ready, it seems. Blue-green Merfolk currently up 1-0 in this best of 3 round 1 match. I don't see many lands. Yeah, Robert has to mulligan. Eric has to mulligan as well.
I was going to say Eric's going to join him, though. No worries. So how's the Hearthstone?
I'm enjoying it.
Yeah?
Been playing some... was chatting with Vendilion at the beginning of the stream. I've been playing some Quest Warrior as one of my go-to for Standard.
What is I've been out of the game for like true. 2 sets. I bought into Witchwood, so I'm hoping that
like 2 expansions ago they released these things called quests that each class gets.
Well, I remember the quests.
It's the same thing for Warrior. I have to play 7 taunt minions, and then I get that weapon that turns my hero power into rag that I can RNG, pay 2, deal 8 damage to a random opponent. So it could be their minions, could be them, whatever.
Alright, we're scrying. I hate to cut you off here. We'll come back to it.
Yep. Robert looks like he's got a map and some lands. This seems a little better than thought, but it could be heavy on lands as well, based on what it is. Eric looks like, both people are deciding to keep.
Tower, map. Ooh, Misty Rainforest.
Got the right fetches available now. Before he was running Polluted. But he runs basics in his as well. Both forest and island. So I suggested that he look into picking up the Misties or putting them in there if he didn't have them already.
Confirmed, 17. I was like, you're jumping the gun there, friend. He could get an island.
He could.
Power plane is going to come down for Robert.
Hope you're ready for some Tron.
Honestly, if he has it, which it looks like he does, he might just pop it for a temple.
That's true.
But I guess it doesn't matter once you have 7 mana anyway.
Yeah.
Temple just not going to cut it. Here's an island. That's it. Silvergill.
Reveal this Lord.
Yep. What I worry about is what else Eric has in his hand. So, Robert going to sacrifice that expedition map. Gonna go. I'm gonna say another tower.
It's pretty powerful.
What do you know?
Now, do you reveal the other... I don't know what other Tron piece he had in his hand. Did he have the tower already?
I think he has the power plant.
Oh, yeah, because he's got another tower on the battlefield.
I'm sorry, the mine.
Right now,
yeah. I think he has the mine in hand.
So that's the big reveal. Hey, by the way, I already have Tron, so hope you're ready for that.
Right. I mean, how far do you go with the mind games with Tron? I feel like I would do terrible as a Tron player because I would try to mind game my opponent.
Yeah.
So every time, if I had Tron in my hand, I would just go get another power plant or something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's 9 mana. But I would feel dirty playing Ulamog anyway, so I would play something else. No way.
Tron is a symbol.
Here comes a card.
Well, he's looking. Looks like he maybe has a thought knot that he was debating about with this 4 mana here. Yeah. So probably just playing it safe. Wants to take a look. 2 lands, Murrow, Lord, and Master. So, yeah, he says, get out of here. We're not going to play those games again. But Eric can play both of them next time.
Ballista on 1.
1 mana floating. He's going to just let that deplete. Gets mana burn for 1.
Ah! Mana burn. I like Eric's land choices.
You do?
I do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we don't own any of those.
Nope.
I do like them too, but
oh, that's right. It wasn't our box. It was Tim's box.
Was Timothy's.
Boom. Crash.
Bring in the beats.
Here's 4 damage. Will you lose?
Will you let me draw a card, please?
Will you lose either of your creatures? Because guess what? You only have lands in your hand.
I think no blocks. Take the 4.
Sure.
Because then you can attack with Thought Knot. He can't block. He'll take 4. And then you have the mana to make Walking Ballista bigger.
Ooh, that's good.
Right? Because he'll have a tower. And so he can put 2 counters on Walking Ballista. This costs 4 to do it. So it'll be a 3/3, and he can kill off a Lord that way. At least that's the line when we have perfect knowledge, right? That's the line that I think would make the most sense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but we're the casters, right?
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, he says, I'll take 4. Go to 16.
Eric passes after that. Tower comes down. 10 mana. Ooh, that top deck, though.
Masher.
That top deck's pretty good.
Alright, so he could put a counter on it still. Being in 2/2 is not bad.
Here are my friends.
Here's 9.
Shrug, take it.
Yeah.
Take it.
Shrug, take it. Even though you only have a land in hand, and no way.
Oh, he took it.
He did. Let's do it.
Play this forest.
Gee, this is where Collected Company would be great.
Mm.
Keep telling Eric, put it in. That just one of replace your enchantment and put in the Collected Company. He doesn't like that idea.
I don't like that idea. A one of Collected Company just does not feel good.
Well, he might be running more than one of those enchantments. I don't know, but one is fine in this. If you're playing Merfolk, like right here, you kill him if you have Collected Company.
Yeah, but it's so like
it's
so thin.
It gets you back in the game. So let's say he played all his dust and wiped the field here.
All right,
then you go bam. I get 2 creatures.
All right,
in it.
I want you to take Eric's list.
Okay.
Okay. I want you to take the Hadana's Climb out.
Okay.
I want you to put 1 Collected Company in.
But if he has 2 climbs, I would take both of them out for 2 collected.
See, now you're changing your story.
No, I'm just saying. I think. All right, fine.
If it's 1 Hadana's Climb,
just 1.
You put the Collected Company in, and I want you to make a tiny little sheet of paper.
Okay.
And every time that you get to cast Collected Company, I want you to mark it.
I can do that.
All right.
All right. So he's gonna say, "I'm gonna vial in this Mistbinder here to buff up all my dudes."
I like Master of Waves way better than Collected Company if it's a one of.
Yeah, but no, I don't. I don't like it better. Sorry, he just took a bunch of damage.
Isn't he a Merfolk?
3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9. I don't know. The likelihood that company is going to miss when you have, 28 creatures in the list, it seems pretty thin that the creatures that you're going to get are not going to be relevant. Right? When really it's just like, I'm hoping for a lord here. Oh, I run 12, lords, 16 lords in my
I don't know.
I'm just saying. I just need one lord to push over for the last little bit of damage. Seems pretty good. I'm thinking I'm comparing Master of Waves versus Collected Company as this'll help me come back, right? Master of Waves comes out and you're like, alright, well, all my board's dead, but I made one elemental. Right? Not that great. Merfolk gets there. The fish.
Yo, Saba Ping. I got you. Hold on.
You got me. Right. Yeah, okay. Just making sure. I was questioning myself for a second.
We were getting really heated.
Oh. So. Oh, the fish. Okay.
Saba Ping.
Alright. I see you.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so it's a good first round.
Yeah.
We see some staples, some Tron, some Merfolk.
Good stuff.
Less Tron, more Merfolk. That's just my bias.
Well, you're in luck. You're going to see more Merfolk tonight.
Great.
There's at least 2.
Okay.
Was there anything that could have, you think, changed with that? Like the way people played? Any big things that you noticed that,
Honestly, I think Robert got hurt really bad with his draws.
Yeah.
He had to mull to 6, and it was a very heavy land hand, and it just didn't get a whole lot. But, he had some good top decks, don't get me wrong. The Reality Smasher was definitely a good top deck. But,
drew a lot of lands.
The fact of the matter is you can't really do a whole lot when all you're doing is drawing lands.
Makes it tough.
Maybe you should take out Tron lands.
Maybe you should just not play Tron lands. Could help.
Strange.
Could help. You don't know.
Oh.